Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. We continue right where we left off in the last episode, and into Elsweyr we go! This region, also known as Anequin, emerged with the southern region of Palatine several centuries ago to form the province of Elsweyr. It's a patchwork that united many former small kingdoms, including Rimmen, Orcrest, Riverhold, and Merevale. Also, there's dragons. That was an impressive load time for this DLC. Wow. This one's a chunky one. It usually takes a long time to get going. Let's just travel to Riverhold, I guess. Also, there's some great ambient music in this DLC. Very kind of like mystery of the Middle East type music. Some cool motif designs behind Khajiit and Elsweyr and all that. It's very kind of Middle Eastern, a little bit of Indian, a little bit of Egyptian. It's kind of that whole region. It's really, really cool. Actually, of all of those, I would say it takes inspiration from Indian more than any of them. But there's still elements of the others thrown in there. On the bright side, oh, dragon. No, that's not a dragon, that's a griffin. That's too small to be a dragon, silly. Anyways, on the bright side, it's a good scenic view of Elsweyr, plus we'll be seeing... Where am I? Cicatrice. We'll be seeing some more way shrines on the way in. Why are there fell runners here? They seem an awful long way from home, which is Hammerfell. Where's the Vardenfell? Which one are they from? I would guess Hammerfell. It would make a little more sense for a big deserty bird. Again, this is a deserty region, so I guess the deserty bird being in the deserty region makes some sense. A bird with plumage like that might not do so well in a very warm, temperate region like Vardenfell. Wait, is it Vardenfell or Vardenfall? Yeah, it's Fell. I was wrong. The badgers are an interesting presence as well. And there's a camel. All sorts of wildlife. Oh, there's a dragon. They updated it so storm and frost dragons can be in this region too now, right? Originally it was just flame and iron dragons. The red and gray ones. And people are still fighting those dragons. That's pretty neat. I wonder what the big thing with Skyrim stuff. What are they called? Harrow storms? I wonder what that's going to be like. I mean, it's going to be another thing like a geyser or a anchor or a dragon fight. It's going to be all the same stuff, but I'm just curious what the unique elements will be. Am I at Riverhold yet? I'm kind of taking a weird detour. Oh, I've taken a bad detour actually. I already had that way shrine, so it's fine. Man, I fished a lot on this river. I remember that. Oh, Mr. Thon. Oh, you're inside. What is this? Because cars Karjab Hall.
Blaming Abner
Ever the voice of
will
reason,
not
speaker.
end the dragon infestation.
Here comes
Chimera.
someone who can help us now.
Hey, it's Lord Garashri. Long time no see, Lord.
When Abner Tharn spoke of a hero of renown, I had no idea he was referring to you. It is good to see you again, though I wish the circumstances were not so dire. Well, you helped the men before. I have no doubt you will do so again.
Chimera?
I suppose it is good to see you again, Walker. Someone must help Tharn clean up the mess he created at the halls of Colossus. Come to think of it, you share some of the blame, yes? Ah, do not mind me. Rampaging dragons put me in a foul mood.
Same. Dragons have been causing trouble.
Trouble? More like flying disasters. Caravans devastated,
What?
livestock consumed, villages set aflame. It is more than the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force can handle. As much
No.
as I hate to admit it, we need Tharn's help. And yours as well, Walker.
This is about what happened in the halls, right?
Damn Abner Tharn for translating the Wrathstone and finding that ancient ruin. He went in search of a weapon to end the Three Banners War. A weapon I told him was too dangerous, remember. And instead wound up releasing the dragons.
So how can I help?
Talk to Abner Tharn. He and the Speaker of the Main have been formulating strategies and contingency plans. Sometimes it feels like that is all they are doing. Maybe you can set fire to their tails, yes?
Oh, damn it. I didn't know there was going to be a server maintenance thing tonight. That sucks.
I was beginning to suspect you were never going to arrive. After Calcevius and my half-sister manipulated us into inadvertently releasing a rage of dragons, Elsweyr has been overrun by the beasts. We do bear some responsibility, I suppose.
A rage of dragons?
So much better than flock or herd, don't you think? The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmon when the huge beasts arrived.
Liberate Rimmon?
Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate.
Alright, tell me about these surges of power.
I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
Do these surges of energy have something to do with the dragons?
Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp.
I know Sir Cadwell.
Ah yes, of course you do. He does get around. If Cadwell turns out to be the source of the power surges, learn what he's doing out there and ask if he will aid us against the dragons. For all his eccentricities, he has talents we can utilize.
I already know about Garashri and Chimera. Thank you, though. Oh, I can talk to them.
You're the adventurer who helped Abner Tharn and Chimera at the halls of Colossus? The battle mage has been waiting for you. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of Anequina. I am the speaker of the
Okay,
main.
we've already met. Is the main here?
No. Matters in other parts of Elsweyr occupy the main right now. That is why I am here. I originally arrived to take charge of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. Efforts to expel the usurper Euraxia Tharn were well underway when the dragons appeared.
Tell me about Euraxia.
A few years ago, Abner Tharn's half-sister conquered Rimmon and parts of Northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold and were about to do the same for Rimmon when the dragons spread across the land. It's almost as if they came to her aid.
What can I do to help?
Talk to Abner Tharn. He has agreed to serve as my advisor, a role he knows well from his years standing beside the Ruby Throne. His strategies and tactics for use against the dragon sound outrageous, but he knows what he is doing.
Chimera?
I suppose it is good to see you again, Walker.
Okay.
Someone must help
We already had this conversation. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is there an angle? There's like no angle where Gary isn't in the like shot. Look at his elbow. There it is again. How about here? Nope, still there. Here? It's just he slowly rotates into shot. Alright, I don't have time to be goofing around like that. I got 11 minutes before the server shuts down. Jesus. That's unfortunate. I don't like that at all. I might as well play as much as I can, and I'll just have to continue wherever I get spit out. Discarded orders. Special Commander Pantheus. Okay. 10 minutes. Is it exactly at 10 minutes, or is like, does it give me a little bit of leeway? Damn. That really sucks. Maybe I can at least get a quest done. Hi, Honor. Bye, Honor. Foul-smelling sack. Rotten turkey leg. Can Soul Shriven, I know that they're kind of all messed up, but can they eat rotten food safely?
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous Nage. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Hello, Asazi and Taduna.
Don't touch the dead thing, Theduna tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
Can you speak up? Laharad?
I saw you, traveler. Why do all outsiders insist on acting suspiciously?
What?
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head.
I have a pot on my
Are you
head.
one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness?
What man with the pot on his head?
Oh, do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen?
Usurper Queen?
Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head.
Where did the man with the pot on his head go?
You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer.
Why are you turning
I
French?
saw he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
Okay, excuse me, Mr. Policeman. The skulking police. Pardon me, I'm off. I'm gone. See you later. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Man, servers, why you gotta be shutting down? Oh, another portal?
Uncanny. It looks just like that lovely place I dreamed of. Must be why my portals led me here. Eventually.
Well, look who it is in his updated armor.
Ah, hello there. Good to see you again, old chum. Have you come to pay your respects, too? It was the strangest thing. I dreamed I was looking at this very gravestone. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything.
Is that gravestone important?
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through a door, and then pish-posh, on as a bantam gua, and here I am.
Abner Tharn sent me a check on Surge's power detected.
Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it?
What happened at the other sites you visited before you found this gravestone?
Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
I saw that Bantam Guar rummaging around in a foul-smelling sack at one site.
Foul-smelling? I'll have you know that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by Bantam Guar you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
And did you also dispatch the Ogrim I found at one of the sites?
Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets.
No.
Alas, Groot was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Ugh. Here lies the head of the betrayer, whose name has been stricken from history. May the pieces of his dismembered body remain hidden until Joan and Jode fall from the sky.
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him.
Why do you think you dreamed about this gravestone?
I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
Abner Tharn said if I found you, I should ask you if you'll help us with Elsweyr's dragon problem.
Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
Then we'll see you soon.
Did you hear that, my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old times.
I want to listen to you more, Cadwell, but I'm running low on time. What? What was that about surviving a dragon attack?
Get down. I'll deal with this.
Oh. Oh, it's Mulamnir. Oh, wow, you actually stunned him. Knocked the wind out of him.
Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abner Tharn and not, well, some lesser mage.
You defeated a dragon.
I discouraged it. But not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything?
You were right. It was Cadwell. He was drawn to an old grave of someone called the Betrayer.
The Betrayer? There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to hound me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support?
Yeah, but he's having weird dreams.
That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns?
Okay, I don't need to know more about the legends. We took a whole episode doing that.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead, and then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Walker, it truly does.
What can I do to help?
The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Riemann. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet.
Why not?
Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker.
Okay.
They are vital to our efforts to free Riemann from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
Okay. I mean, should I even try? I mean, I'll start working on it, but the server's about to go... Can I even get to 1 before the server expires? That's 1. Nope, didn't even get 1. There's no way. I shouldn't be standing here because it's gonna... When a server ends... Does it do it? I've never actually been on when it fully ended. Is it gonna do like a neat little countdown, or is it just gonna turn off? Why can't I pick this up? Alright, let me get clear of danger. Well, it says 4 o'clock on my the computer clock. Let's hang around and enjoy the end of the world. I'm curious exactly how much time I have. Unless you can play offline for a little once this... Is that a thing? Because now it's 4:01 a.m. Maybe it's fine. Or is it gonna is it gonna time me out? Like it's just gonna... That seems responsive. That's weird. She's... Oh, there she goes. There she goes. We're done. Wah, wah. Ooh, I've never seen Error 328. That's a new one for me. Well. And we're back. Maybe this time I don't get interrupted in the middle of a quest. Oh, I'm not in first person. There we go. Nice. All nice. Back to normal. I guess someone's been doing this mission as well, because everything here is cleared out. No, wait, not everything. It's also day. It's a little easier to see things now. Oh, and the Jubilee event is going on. I don't think that's what the update was for, but there was like a 500 megabyte patch, something like that. Not too big. Not too big. God, 10 years ago someone told me you needed a 500 megabyte patch for a game. I would think they're insane. But such is how it goes. Where am I? Captain Nalado. I thought I was supposed to come back to Chimera.
If you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them?
I thought that was another player and was extremely confused for a second. Alright, that was a little unnecessary, but cool.
This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here?
I'm Mr. Miserable. Chimera asked me to recover these documents to give them to you.
Bright moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own, Walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life.
Who did you just kill?
That was one of Euroxia, the usurper queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold and consult with Garashri. We must find a way to go on.
How long has Euroxia been employing necromancers?
Euroxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum,
Oh, right.
has been with her
Fum,
for
he has a
some
cool
time,
name.
but our intelligence suggests his followers have only recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Carmira. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
Okay. Are they somewhat nearby? It's a rock. You okay, Abner?
I've spotted dragons circling in the distance from time to time, but it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the camp will return today. Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents that Chimera sought?
Yeah, and then she went to Riverhold.
I must join them there. The Khajiiti forces have been decimated by this attack. It will take every strategy I can devise to help Gareshri prevent the collapse of his militia. The appearance of so many undead, though, that concerns me.
Nalado said Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, recently brought his followers to Elsweyr.
Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Fum and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay. It leads to the mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location.
I never had this option before. You know that I'm a necromancer, right?
I've dabbled with the dark arts myself and have no objection to practitioners who want to explore the limits of death and undeath. No. I am more concerned about those mages of any stripe who use their powers to harm and destroy.
I can track down the source of the necromantic power.
Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain.
Is this the first time a dragon has aided Euraxia's forces?
In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone.
Alright, go to the mountains, look out for Chimera.
Find the source of this army of undead. And if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless as she is capable, which is a dangerous combination. I'll make my way back as well. After all, Gareshri would be lost without me.
Chimera didn't say where she was going?
In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her, send her back to Riverhold.
Okay. How far? Oh, that's not... That's more than just west. Let's head to the Way Shrine and just port closer. It is nicer to have this game. It's a weird... The day is weird though, because it's like... Not quite cloudy, just a weird... glow to things? I don't know how to describe it. Oh wait, this is where I started when I made a Necromancer class. That's right. Well, not just because Elsweyr was the current installed chapter. Or most up-to-date chapter. However it works. I'm amazed they don't let you pick that yet. Like, at this point you have the Morrowind introduction, which came and went because you can no longer do it. Because if you have VSO Plus, it jumps straight to the Somerset. And if you have Elsweyr installed, it jumps to Elsweyr. And you don't get to do the Somerset one. The only one you can go back and do is the original games one. I'm just amazed that when you make a new character, it doesn't let you pick where you want to start. Then again, I guess that's intentional so that it's like you start off with the content currently that has the most hype behind it. And the chapters always have the most hype behind them. Even later in the year when the smaller DLC comes out, it's always the chapters that are the big ones. Oh, well, here's Chimera.
What?
Sleepy Sench Mine. Right. Oh yeah, since Jubilee's going on, I'll
did
get
not expect to see you in this
rewards
desolate
from doing these
place,
quests.
Walker. Did Captain Nalado send you? Or have you come to join us as we hunt the dragon that killed so many of our warriors?
Neither. Admiral Tharn sent me to find the source of the undead that attacked the outpost.
Then our missions coincide. We can work together to destroy the undead and slay the dragon. It will be glorious. When we finish with the hunting and the slaying, we can report our success to Lord Gareshri.
Admiral Tharn said you should return the Riverhold.
I do not take orders from that old battle mage. Besides, the blood of Khajiiti warriors cries for vengeance. To disregard that cry, that is not a shame I can bear. No, I must do this.
Whoops. Sorry, I pressed
We
the button.
tracked the dragon to these mountains.
Uh-huh.
I do not
Let's
take
do this,
orders
let's strike,
from that
okay.
old... The worthy life is full of risk, Walker. I assumed you knew that, given what you do. I will tell you a secret, though. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. As long as I wear it, Jode watches over me and provides his protection.
Well, we already know about the pendant, but it's connected to Jode?
To Jode, yes. But also to my family and heritage. I suppose you could call it an heirloom. It helps me in my role as agent for Lord Gareshri, and that is all I will say about it. Now, let us go inside and find the necromancer and the dragon.
Okay. During the construction boom in Cyrodiil during the Second Empire, the Sleepy Sench mine exported limestone to builders in the north. When the Empire collapsed, the mine was shut down. Okay, fair enough.
With me! Stay close. We will hunt these necromancers down and end this dragon. The path splits here. We will go right. Walker, you stay left.
Of course.
Moons guide us.
It's I was gonna say suspiciously devoid of enemies, but there's one now. I'm just gonna assume this is a really linear path, so I won't even look at the map. Oh.
Foul creatures! Cut them down!
Get out of here. Are you not tethered? Oh, that's weird. So that's gonna be one of those delves, dungeons, whatever. A skull guard, huh? I don't know what that is. Wait, that's not... Oh, it is spelled right. I thought it said skullguard. Ooh, cool shadows. This is not the correct way to go. How am I going? How did I miss a path? Oh, there it is. Am I going backwards? I am going backwards. Oops. That explains a lot. So my path is in fact this way. There we go. You guys mind? I'm trying to... see what's going on back there. Oh, this is really annoying. Okay. Bye. Again. What a fool I am. Make sure to always drink my drink. Although to be fair, I have been thrown off since last time I was playing. I had the drink active. Ooh, this looks scenic.
Our enemy awaits, Five Claw. Destroy the necromancer!
Gravestalker Gemia.
No more excuses. No more delays. Double your output or your reanimated body will march at the head of Euraxia's forces.
What was that? Was I being healed?
These bones cannot be broken.
What was that about? I couldn't hear over here. I couldn't hear you over. Oh, you have some kind of. Oh, you used the necromancer armor ability. Cute. I could do that if I wanted to. What?
We did it! The necromancer has fallen!
What do you mean we?
Far enough, little insects.
Hey, it's Mulamnir.
You dare challenge Mulamnir?
Dragonfire, move!
Wow.
Pathetic creatures.
You didn't even do the words you need for the shout. I mean, can't you... Technically, they can't shoot fire unless they say the words of shooting fire. Isn't that how it works with dragons, or... I guess they can just shoot fire if they want to. It doesn't have to necessarily... No. No, wait, there's like a whole thing to it. No, that's not right.
Sheathe your weapons, little morsel. Mulamnir would talk to you.
Where are your eyes? Oh, there they are.
Mulamnir wanted to thank you, little morsel. Your actions helped set us free of our hated prison. Now, listen to the words I say.
You decimated the Khajiit Defense Force and now you expect me to talk to you?
Mulamnir wants you to understand the challenge before you. Our puppet, Euraxia, commands a legion of soldiers, an army of necromancers, and a horde of undead. Add my dragon brothers, and the hopelessness of your cause becomes obvious.
So you expect us to surrender?
You and Abner Thorn set us free. You released us from the halls of Colossus. For that, I offer you this one last chance to survive. If you and the battle mage leave Elsweyr, my brothers and I will not hunt you down.
And if we refuse?
Then you will die. But not before we slaughter your friends and set fire to Elsweyr. Once we reduce this land to so much ash, only then will I tear you apart. So promises Mulamnir, whose claws have dealt 1,000 deaths.
Blah, blah, blah. Admir Tharn, what you said.
Leave Elsweyr, little morsel. Tell the battle mage, if I see you again, you will die.
Five Claw, are you all right?
I mean, yeah. Relative. No, yeah, I'm fine.
I heard what the dragon said. Perhaps my confidence was a bit misplaced. That creature was much bigger than it appeared when it flew over the camp.
Come here, what happened after you leapt off the cliff? Leaped? Is it leaped or leapt?
I never jump without first knowing where my feet will land. Also, I have very sharp claws. We lost so many today. The dragon, that Mulamnir, it has much to answer for.
It wants Abner Tharn and me to leave Elsweyr.
We defeated the necromancer and shut down one of their undead foundries. We need you and Tarn, despite my dislike of the man. But what the dragon intimated about Euraxia, it called her its puppet. I fear the dragons control the Rimmen throne now.
I need to get to Riverhold and inform Gyrash, Shri, and Abner Tharn.
Yes, you must do that. I will join you after I take care of the remains of my soldiers. They died bravely and deserve to receive the proper sacraments. Go to Riverhold. I will see you there.
Okay. Are we near a way shrine? Kind of. There's... what, 3 named dragons? There's not a lot of... honestly, there aren't a lot of named dragons. Well, let's see. There's 3 as part of the story quest. There's 3 in Sunspire. There is... oh, don't pass the way shrine. There's 2 in the dungeon DLC after this. Marsalok, and I forget the one in Moongrave Fan, I forget his name. And 2 more? No, there's 3 more named ones, so I guess there's actually quite a few. It's what, 11? There's 3 named ones in Dragonhold. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 new ones. Oh, wait, there's one also in the prologue quest for Dragonhold, so there's technically 12. That's not bad, considering how uncommon dragons should be. I mean, they definitely are extinct by now. Well, as extinct as they can be for this period, because... God, there must... how many... wasn't there like a statistic they threw out a while ago? It was like tens of thousands have been killed? Cadwell? Where? I see no Cadwell.
Ah, there you are. Spare a moment for a chit-chat?
That pumpkin is extremely rotten, Cadwell. It's not bad, though. Look at you.
If we've had this conversation already, then I wanted to thank you for the useful advice. But if I haven't seen you since our talk at that mysterious gravestone, which seems much more likely, then I could really use your help.
I just got back, Cadwell. Tell me what's wrong.
Did I mention the dreams? Visions, really? They come and go without warning, like seeing through someone else's eyes. Quite disconcerting in an interesting sort of way. Anyway, my trusty shovel and I, we searched that entire grave, and it was gone.
What was gone?
The betrayer's head, the dreams, the visions. They drew me there, but someone got to it before I did. I have the strangest sensation in the pit of my tummy. It could be the cobweb porridge I had for breakfast, or something bad is about to happen.
You think the betrayer's head has something to do with the dragons?
Well, that's sort of like leaping from the cliffs of failure without a rope, or at least without tying the end off first. I can't tell you how many times I've made that mistake. Oh, Abner wants to see you. He's in the town hall with the cat general.
I'll go find him. You keep doing that. Ooh, I like the shields on the wall. Abner?
At this point, we need to come up with a plan that takes into account Euraxians, necromancers, and dragons. I proposed a few options, but Gereshri wasn't sold on any of them. Tell me, what of Chimera and the source of the undead?
Chimera and I killed the necromancers in the mountain, but Euraxia has an army of them.
You paint a troubling picture, my friend. Still, we need to celebrate every victory we achieve. I fear such triumphs will be few and far between. Do you have anything else to report?
I spoke to the dragon Mulamnir. He said that Euraxia was their puppet. He told us to leave Elsweyr.
My half-sister likes to think that she's in charge. She won't take kindly to being called a puppet. As for leaving Elsweyr, I think not. Obviously this Mulamnir fears us. Otherwise the dragon wouldn't have deigned to talk to you.
Have you spoken to Cadwell? He's worried about the disturbed grave, where you sent me to meet him.
Every conversation I have with Cadwell makes my head throb, but one mystery at a time, if you please. Now, if only I could get my half-sister to listen to reason and see that the dragons are using her.
Why not try that? Let's go talk to your half-sister in Rimmen.
A parley? I may not like her, but we are family. Besides, it would give the Khajiit time to regroup. You're beginning to think like a Tharn, my friend. Here, take this. Gareshri gave it to me, but I refuse to accept payment for my services. A parley with Euraxia is a capital idea.
One quest.
I'll send word to Rimmen to expect us. I imagine my half-sister will treat us as befits my station and agree to the meeting. Attend to any other matters if you must, then see me when you're ready to leave.
We should come up with a plan for negotiating with Euraxia.
It just so happens I already have one. It involves distracting my half-sister with wit, charm, and words she barely comprehends. Oh, and you. Euraxia never could resist a pretty face. You'll pretend to be my bodyguard and personal valet.
You want me to be your valet?
Consider it obfuscation to hide your true purpose. We don't want to give Euraxia a reason to react poorly to overtures of reconciliation. Not that I expect to reach an accord, but still. Meet me in Rimmen and we'll enter the palace together.
All right.
Go on, go on. I'm capable of traveling to Rimmen on my own. We'll meet up at the city gates and go to the palace from there. I'm relatively certain Euraxia will honor the parley, but be prepared for anything. She's still a Tharn, after all.
Tell me more about her.
We're not very close, in case I haven't made that abundantly clear. Euraxia is an accomplished mage in her own right. My younger sibling has always been ambitious, but I didn't realize the extent of her aspirations until the Frostfall coup.
The what?
About 6 years ago or so, while Emperor Varen was busy with his rebellion, Euraxia took advantage of the confusion to lead a column of Nibonese mercenaries into northern Elsweyr. She declared herself Queen of Rimmen and its adjacent fiefs.
And everyone just let her do that?
Of course not. The Khajiit called her the Usurper Queen, remember? Once Varen became Emperor, he had other problems to worry about. Same with Queen Irene. As long as the Alliance War occupies her forces, the Khajiit are on their own out here.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess that's where the quest arc ends, because I got a weapon and a skill point. Hey, these have descriptions. It's for smashing the undead. What style is this? Palatine? Yeah. Okay, we'll continue this. That's creepy. We'll continue this in the next episode. So thanks for joining me. Come back, all the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.